Hello you guys, I am going to do a what's on my Xperia Z3 Compact video. There are lots of what's on my iPhone and what's on my iPhone 5, what's on my iPhone 6 videos, but this will be about the Xperia Z3 Compact. It's quite a nice phone. It has a 4.6 inch display. It's very compact. It's also very fast when it comes with a phone with this size. It's one of the fastest in the class. I really like the speed of this phone, and I also like the brightness of the screen. The only bad thing I found about this phone is that the water resistance is perhaps not what's told in the manual, because I had another of these phones, and unfortunately I thought I had closed these rubber flaps, but unfortunately they were open and only a few drops of water came into the phone, and the entire display, probably the digitizer, was destroyed. So the water resistance is probably not what you can expect according to the manual, and even if you can expect it, it's a huge problem that these ports are easily opened. Otherwise, I'm very satisfied. My home screen is organized into different folders. The first folder is banking. Here I have a few apps for banking. Swedbank is a well-known old Swedish bank. ICABanken is a newer bank. This is also Swedbank. BankID is a way to use your phone for logging on to your internet bank and other things which requires a secure identification. I'm sure there are other similar identification solutions in other parts of the world, but this one is called BankID and it's only valid in Sweden. Then I have Office. First I have Office Mobile, which I have not used that much. I think it's really sad that you need OneDrive in order to use Office, otherwise it might be more of a hit. Then I have AndrOpen Office, where you can read open Office files. And you can also read Excel files from, for example, Google Drive, which I'm doing here. Apparently OpenOffice is upgrading, but I also use OpenOffice a lot on my Linux computer, and therefore it's really good that I can use this OpenOffice app for Android to view both Excel files and OpenOffice files. Then I have Office Pro Suite. It's also a really good app to view Word and Excel documents and also PowerPoint files. I mostly use it to spreadsheets, like this. I download them from Google Drive, and this program also connects to Google Drive. It's one of the better Office apps I've found for Android, but it's a paid app. It's not cheap, but I'd say it's worth the money. Then I have OneDrive, which is Microsoft Cloud solution to access files in the cloud. I'm not that fond of OneDrive. Then I have Evernote, which is a great way to make notes. And compared to other note apps, you can also view these notes on your Mac, iPhone, different platforms. That's really good. You often can't view your notes on other platforms, for example with Gnotes, but I really like Evernote. It's a good app. Then I have Mobitime, which is probably only of interest if you live in the Kronoberg region or the Kronoberg county of Sweden. But anyway, it tells you when buses and trains run. Then I have Google Drive, which I guess most of you know. It's a really good way to store files. How Google process our data, but I still use Google Drive because it's a good solution and you can access it from so many platforms without problems, like Windows, Android, iPhone and so on. Then I have Jota Text Editor, which is a editor to edit text files. I've tried different text editors, but this one does a really good job and it's free. You can like make an HTML document and upload, and sometimes I also use, if I for example copy text from a web page and I wish to input that, for example in another password box or in another app, I use this app to divide the text and parse it in a nice way so that it's easy to paste into another app. Then I have Draw on Pictures. To tell you the truth, it's not that great, but you can use it to draw on pictures. I mostly use it to make simple notes on pictures. It's free, but I think you can find better apps for this purpose. Then I have a social folder. I have Instagram, which probably most of you are familiar with, I guess. I have Flickr, which is a nice app. However, I really like the web page of Flickr better, the web version. Unfortunately, it's a little bit sad that you can't get statistics on who views your pictures, because Flickr has apparently put a cap on the number of pro accounts they're going to issue. So, note to you on Flickr, please make Pro available for all users who want it. Then I have Facebook. I'm not going to show you that because it's private. Then I have a really great app called Phonto. It's free, but there you can also pay for it. I think you can pay for it to remove the ads. You can like load an image and you can for example put text on a page. You can change the font. And then you can share these pictures, for example, on Instagram. Phonto was an app I found in another YouTube video, and I really find it really useful. Then I have YouTube. I don't need to show you guys YouTube. Everyone knows what YouTube is. Otherwise you would not access a video on YouTube.